Hi everyone, Dan here from deepenglish.com. This is the normal version of this week's story lesson. Make sure you listen to the end because I'll be talking about some of the vocabulary you hear in this story. Okay, let's listen.
deepenglish.com. Wim Hof's nickname is the Iceman because he can withstand extreme cold and heat. The 57-year-old Dutchman has broken 26 world records. He has run a full marathon in the desert without drinking water. He has run a half marathon in the snow in his bare feet. He has even climbed Mount Everest wearing only shorts. He holds the record for the longest swim under solid ice at 80 meters at the North Pole. He has also broken the world record for sitting in an ice bath up to his neck for 1 hour and 52 minutes. The amazing thing is that he is not only able to endure the pain, but that he can control his body temperature. The average person's body temperature will drop quickly. Just a 2-degree drop will cause people to begin to shiver uncontrollably and feel very bad. When a person's temperature drops 10 degrees, the body shuts down and dies. When Wim's temperature was measured as he sat submerged in ice, his body temperature only dropped 0.4 degrees. Our blood pressure, our heart rate, and our body temperature are all part of our autonomic nervous system. The word autonomic means involuntary or unconscious, but these things are not involuntary for Wim. He can control his body through the power of his breath and mind. Wim also can control his immune system. In 2011, Wim was injected with a toxin that causes people to have fevers, chills, and headaches. Wim was fine. The doctors testing Wim thought he was perhaps genetically different than the average human. Wim proved he was no freak of nature by training 12 normal people in Poland in his meditation and breathing techniques. After training with Wim, they showed less inflammation after being injected with the same toxin. All 12 of them were able to voluntarily raise their adrenaline, which suppressed inflammation in the body. Doctors are cautious about these results. Is this a long-term solution to inflammatory diseases or just a short-term result? Is it healthy to practice Wim's breathing techniques? There are many questions unanswered, but more research is planned. Wim says, "I don't want to give false hope to any person in this world," but he does believe that he is paving the way for a future in which we can heal ourselves.
Okay, Wim Hof, pretty amazing guy. Wim Hof can withstand extreme heat and extreme cold. So this idea to withstand, to be able to resist, or to not be bothered by, or to not be damaged by, that really describes Wim Hof's ability. He can withstand extreme cold. Now, let's look at the opposite of withstand, or not quite the opposite, but a very different understanding of the word stand. We also can say you can't stand something. So if you say, I can't stand extreme cold, or I can't stand heat, I can't stand the heat of summer, that means you dislike it. You are bothered by it. You hate it. You can't stand it. So that's really two different uses of the word stand. Withstand, to not be bothered by, to be able to resist, to not be damaged, and to not be able to stand. I can't stand the heat. I am bothered by the heat. In fact, I hate the heat. I can't stand it. So the root word of both of these expressions is stand. So I'm sure everyone knows the word stand. It's the opposite of sit. Stand up, sit down. Now, we use this word stand in many different phrasal verbs and idioms and expressions in English. And oftentimes, this word stand has a feeling of strength. For example, we also say, to stand up to something or to stand up to someone means to fight back. If someone is trying to hurt you or to damage you, you can stand up to them. So for example, bully. If you are being bullied, you can stand up to them. I will stand up to that bully. Let's take another example. Imagine you are driving and a police officer stops you, and the police officer says you were speeding, so I'm giving you a ticket. But you know you weren't speeding. So you can stand up to that police officer. You can fight back in court, fight that ticket, stand up. Stand up for yourself, stand up to the police officer. What would be another example to stand up to someone who's trying to hurt you or damage you or take advantage of you? Imagine your company, your boss decides we are going to lower your pay. You could say, I'm not going to accept that. I'm going to stand up to my boss. I'm going to tell him that I will not work for lower pay. I will stand up to him. Now the opposite of standing up to someone or to something is to be passive, to passively accept someone trying to hurt us. And we use the opposite of standing, not sitting, but lying down. So we could say, he took it lying down, means he passively accepted it, or she took it lying down. She didn't fight back. Now, we often use this expression lying down in a negative way. I'm not going to take it lying down. I'm not going to take this ticket lying down. I'm going to fight back. I'm not going to let my company pay me less money. I'm not going to take this lying down. I'm going to tell them, I'm going to demand they pay me a fair amount. So to stand up for someone is to resist, to have a feeling of strength, to fight back, and to take it lying down is to be weak and to accept somebody trying to hurt you or to damage you or to take advantage of you. So withstand, strength in the face of something that could damage other people, like extreme heat or extreme cold, and can't stand, not able to resist, to be bothered by something, to hate something, to stand up for, or stand up to fight back, to take it lying down, to accept passively. So what else? There are actually many different expressions that use this idea, this word, this root word to stand, to be strong, to resist, to challenge, to fight. Another example would be to take a stand. So to take a stand means to choose a side and fight for it. So, for example, if you feel that nuclear power is very dangerous and nuclear power is very bad for the environment, you could take a stand. You could say, I'm going to fight against nuclear power. I'm going to protest nuclear power. I'm going to take a stand. I'm not going to sit back and just accept what the government does or what big companies do. I'm going to take a stand. It means I'm going to choose a side in this situation. I'm going to choose the side that is against nuclear power, and I'm going to do something about it. So that's a take a stand. So this idea of standing and strength, another way we use the word stand is to stand by someone. So imagine your friend is having a very difficult time and he or she is not being supported by their family or friends. You could say to them, I will stand by you, which means I will support you. I will be there for you. I will stand by you. Another situation could be a loved one, a husband or a wife who is very sick, and maybe your husband or wife just feels very alone in the world. And you could say, you are not alone. I will stand by you. I will stand with you. Means we are in this problem together. I will support you. To stand by someone. So again, it's this idea of strength. I will give you strength. I will support you. I will stand by you. So there you have it. Lots of different ways. This is really just a few of the ways that we use stand to show strength or resistance. Withstand, to be strong. Can't stand, to be bothered by, to be weak. Can't stand is not to be weak. It is to be bothered by, to not be able to tolerate something. I can't stand country music. I can't tolerate it. It makes me crazy. Or I can't stand the sound of fingernails on a chalkboard. It makes me crazy. I can't stand it. I can't resist it. But to withstand is to be strong in the face of things that do bother other people, that do damage other people. And then again, to take something lying down is to be very passive and weak and accept bad things happening to you. And to stand up to is to fight back. And to take a stand is to choose a side and fight for that side. And to stand by someone is to support someone, to support a friend or support a loved one through a difficult time. Okay, there you have it. We'll be back next week with another lesson. See ya.